I've got 6 things you should know about the Rule of 55. Hi, this is financial planner Sean Mullaney. Let's discuss. So the first thing to know about the Rule of 55 is that it is an exception to the 10% early withdrawal penalty that applies anytime we take a taxable distribution from a retirement account prior to turning age 59 and a half. The 10% early withdrawal penalty could be a real barrier to, hey, I want to retire early by conventional standards, but I'm not yet 59 and a half. And the Rule of 55 comes in and says, well, wait a minute, from the employer's retirement plan, when you separate from service prior to 59 and a half, as long as that separation occurs in your 55th birthday year or later, you could take from that employer's retirement plan and not worry at all about the 10% early withdrawal penalty. It's a real feature, a real benefit for those of us thinking about retiring prior to turning age 59 and a half. The second thing to know about the Rule of 55 is what matters is the 55th birthday year. The 55th birthday itself is irrelevant. So let me talk about that for a second. Say you were born in December, and you're born December 1st, and it's February of the year you're going to turn 55, right? So it's February 1st. Your age is 54 years and 2 months. You go into your boss's office and say, hey, I'm retiring. I'm out of here. Guess what? You qualify from that separation of service forward for the Rule of 55, because what matters is it's the 55th birthday year. It's not the 55th birthday that is particularly relevant for this purpose. So that's a real nice feature of the Rule of 55. It's a Rule of 55 birthday year, not the 55th birthday. All right, the third thing to know about the Rule of 55 is it only applies to the 401k or other qualified plan of the employer you're separating from service from. So if you have old 401ks, 403bs, other qualified plans at other employers, when you're walking out of your current employer in the 55th birthday year or later, well, those old other plans do not get the benefit of the Rule of 55, right? It has to be a qualified plan, which includes 401ks, of the current employer you're separating from service from, right? Any other 401ks or other qualified plans in the world, they're great, but they don't get the Rule of 55 penalty exception. The fourth thing to know about the Rule of 55 is that a rollover to an IRA blows it, right? You cannot use the Rule of 55 on a distribution from a traditional IRA. It's got to be from the qualified plan of the employer you separated from service from. So rollovers to IRAs could be advantageous for many reasons. But if you do it prior to turning age 59 and a half and then take money from that IRA, you're not going to qualify for the Rule of 55. So you got to remember, an IRA rollover blows it for any future distributions. Fifth thing to know about the Rule of 55 is not all employers offer Rule of 55 distributions. So this is a little bit of an odd one, but 401ks and other qualified plans are designed by lawyers in big office buildings, and they put all sorts of bells and whistles into 401ks and other plans. And those bells and whistles do not have to allow for partial distributions prior to age 59 and a half upon a separation from service. So before planning into, hey, you know what, I'm going to leave at age 55, 56, 57, whatever it is, you got to do your due diligence and really examine the summary plan description, talk to people in the benefits realm at your current employer. Hey, does this 401k facilitate easy to use Rule of 55 distributions? You got to do that due diligence because they don't have to. So you got to dot I's and cross T's before planning on using the Rule of 55 in retirement. And then the sixth thing to know about the Rule of 55 is that there are viable alternatives available. I did a whole blog post on accessing retirement accounts prior to age 59 and a half. What I'm going to touch on here that I don't think gets enough credit in the world is a 72T payment plan, right? This is where you're sort of signing up with the IRS to take a consistent payment for the longer of 5 years or turning age 59 and a half. There's some drawbacks to it. I don't believe it's as good as the Rule of 55 if you also qualify for the Rule of 55. But I do believe a 72T payment plan is now a perfectly viable alternative if we're thinking about accessing retirement account money prior to turning age 59 and a half. So those are 6 things to know about the Rule of 55. Let me know in the comments below if you're a fan of the Rule of 55. If you think the educational information in this video has been helpful, I ask that you do something special. Text it to one person you think would get some benefit from viewing this video. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time.